us, I take it, will have a Catholic background, so have I, and what we were taught at school and what kids are still being taught at school, including my little daughter. You all know about the Israelites in Egypt and how in their fight for liberation from the Egyptians, there was this story where all the firstborns of the Egyptians were killed. And that was done by smearing blood on the houses of the Jews. And then God's angel came along and killed all those babies. This is taught as a good thing because it taught the Egyptians a lesson. That is what we learn at school, in religious education. That is a biblical story about the liberation of the Jewish tribe. Now, as a humanist or free thinker or whatever, I'd like a different story there. I would have wanted at least some of those people who lived obviously in the same houses, that's why they had to mark them, to go to their neighbors and warn them, to take their little babies and shelter them, and to hide those people, which is how a lot of Jews survived the Nazi regime, actually. But that is not the story. And the really great story would be if at least one person there had taken a big bucket of blood and marked all the other houses of the Egyptians and thereby have saved hundreds of babies, I presume. But not so. On God's order, we are to believe, or the children are to believe, these babies were killed and that is okay. And also there are stories being taught about genocide in the Bible, of course. One tribe is being wiped out. No, not wiped out. They killed all the men. So, through his prophet, God tells them, hey, you've only killed the men. You have to kill the women and the children and the cattle too. Do a proper job there. And they do that because that's God's will. That again is told in the Bible as a positive story about the depth of faith that let people do that. I have no respect for that. I don't want that to be taught to my children. And I definitely do not want it to be protected by laws that put it out of the realm of criticism, which is what the blasphemy law would do. I can't do that. And I'm talking about Catholicism here. If we were talking about Islam, it would be even worse. Right, so, I know what I'm saying there. I end with another poem. It's called The Secret is Out, and it goes into lots of things that people might believe and blah. The secret is out. Mystical Templars still hiding, surely charging soon. Mild West Cavalry, irrational Light Brigade, Pop Piety's Praetorian Guard, just around the corner, just about to save us. White Knights arising from unfathomable depth, charging materialistic modernity. Samurai from on high for hacking enemy websites, for a frantic search in all the wrong files. Can't Google our way to truth. Keepers of secrets, this can't be all. Hoarders of truth, give us a meaning. Guardians of wisdom, reveal to us, please, that there is more than this. Eurydice stays dead. There's no everlasting Elvis, no ancient seals to break, and nowhere a message for us. Hidden Imam, resurrected Jesus, why haven't you returned? New Age Buddha, why hast thou forsaken us? The secret is this: there never was one. No one ever knew. We're rummaging forever through recycled nostalgia and mushy historical cud, wrapped in fictional past. We can't trust any present. Off with that packaging, those comfy layers of guff, and get at the real stuff itself. Discover what is now, here, the job at hand, this life. Thank you.
Lothar was talking there about the dogs killing all the firstborn, and it reminds me of it's a true story. I was in Fairlingtoss bookshop in Dublin a few months ago, which is a great place to go if you want to get books on angels and exorcists and things like that. But there was a lady there looking for, it was coming up to Christmas, there was a lady there looking through the children's Bibles, and there were various Bibles with sort of picture stories in them, things like that, and she had a member of staff showing her the various options, and she said to him at one stage, "Do you have any without all the children being killed? Because to be honest, that's a bit much for them." And unfortunately they didn't. So I don't know what she wrote at the end.